Men do not like older women.
Would you ever date an older woman?
No.
Why do you date younger women?
Less trauma?
Perfect age for me is 30 to 40.
How old are you?
I'm 62.
What's your age range?
Damn, this is gonna be on TV. That's pretty serious stuff.
I get a lot of action from younger women, that's all.
Through my interviews, I have discovered a shocking amount of ageism.
Women age differently.
What age women do you date?
23 to 33.
How old are you?
I'm be 53 this year.
What kind of girls do you like?
Young blondes, under 29.
How old was your last girlfriend?
About 30,
How old are you?
67.
Men don't even like women their own age.
What's up with the younger women, older man thing?
Well, for me, a lot of it's the looks.
Women your age, you don't think that look that good?
I'll be honest, not a lot of them.
Do you date women your own age?
No. I'm not attracted to them.
And women your own age still not good?
All the ones my age who are really good have been taken.
Why are there so many misconceptions about women being not sexy anymore after puberty?
They're usually a lot younger than I am.
How much younger is a lot?
15, 20 years?
Yeah, my
What's the biggest
gap is 19 years.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 66.
What's the biggest age gap you've ever had?
33 years.
The interviewer is running headfirst into an iron law of biology and sociology, but she's branding it as shocking ageism because the truth is too brutal to say out loud. Men and women value fundamentally different currencies. She's wandering around with a microphone trying to find a glitch in the matrix, but instead she's just getting an unfiltered data dump of male preference. The interviewer asks, why are there so many misconceptions about women being not sexy anymore after puberty? Which is a hysterical, hyperbolic stretch, but it highlights her desperation to pathologize basic attraction. A man's value in the dating market is cumulative. It's built on resources, status, stability, and capability. A 53 or 62-year-old man who has successfully navigated the world has more value than he did at 22. He has upgraded his currency. Historically and biologically, a woman's primary currency in the initial attraction market is tied to youth, fertility, and physical beauty. The interviewer is trying to frame this as a societal defect, but it's just the market clearing. If an older man has the resources to attract a woman who brings youth and peace into his life, there is zero biological or logical incentive for him to settle for less just to satisfy a stranger's concept of fairness. Women never apologize for their standards, so why should men?
I will have my own kingdom, my own queen.
I see so many women ranting about like, oh, how all men are toxic on social media, narcissist, X, blah, blah, blah. Whereas they don't realize they are the problem. You are the problem. Most of the unhealed women, broken women are the problem. You are exactly, I'm not talking to you personally, but like all these women who like moan about how men are bad, blah, blah, blah online, they are the problem and they are the reason why dating is so shit right now and why dating is so hard, why men don't want to commit, why men are resentful. This is exactly the reason, and let me explain you. And this mostly applies to women who are single and unhappy, because most of the married women are happily married, so they don't have a reason to sit here on TikTok or Instagram and post quotes about how every man is toxic and comment on social media like that all men are shit. Like, they don't do that because they are happy in their relationships and they have a man who cares for them, loves them, and provides for them. Most of the single women who are unhappy will rather watch you join them and cry with them and be unhappy than you be happy with a man because they are jealous. So I cannot tell you how many times my relationships with men or when I was dating someone where single girls were trying to sabotage. How many times women try to sabotage my relationships with men just because they were jealous and they wanted me to be miserable with them.
She is exposing the toxic economy of female romantic misery. The loudest voices dictating male toxicity discourse belong to a bitter coalition of the single and unhappy who have turned their personal romantic failures into a grand generalized crusade against masculinity. These unhealed women don't want solutions, they want recruits. When they see a friend happily dating or building a traditional dynamic with a cooperative man, it acts as a mirror reflecting their own failures. To break that mirror, they employ passive-aggressive sabotage, disguising jealousy as girl boss advice. whispering that her partner is controlling for doing normal man things and trying to pull her back down into the single and miserable crab bucket.
Emotional, damn it!
Guys, I will say this. If a woman loves you, it does not matter how much money you have. It does not matter how attractive you are. It does not matter if you have 12 kids. It does not matter to her. She will accept you because she loves who you are at a soul level, not what you have, okay? So stop doubting yourself and looking at all the things that you might be lacking in life, and know that a woman who truly loves you will accept you for exactly who you are.
Telling a man that a woman will love him at a soul level regardless of his empty bank account, poor physical shape, or a 12-kid baggage train is pure fantasy. Sure, there are extremely rare women who will support and encourage a broke man to level up, but ultimately, this kind of messaging does massive damage because it gives struggling or stagnant men a psychological pass to stop working on themselves. It tells them to wait around for a magical soulmate to love their unrealized potential, rather than doing the hard work required to actually become a man of value. She's selling a cheap emotional high to an audience hungry for validation, but the market doesn't trade in souls, it trades in value. I am not saying true love does not exist, but we have to separate realistic and unrealistic expectations and try to live in reality.
I will do that. Thanks.
I'm low-key kind of jealous of the way that men get to be like a little bit ugly and still sought after by attractive women. Like, girls will fully be like, yeah, like, this is the guy I'm talking to. Like, I know he's chopped. I know his hairline's receding. I know he has no jawline. I know his beard is patchy. But he has a great heart. And they'll fully date and marry these men. Like, lovingly and willingly. When the fuck does a man ever do that? When the fuck has a man gotten with a girl, shown a picture to his friends and been like, yeah, she's a little chopped, she's a little this, she's a little that, but she's got a good heart. And then gotten with that girl. That doesn't fucking happen. Like, that does not fucking happen. And this is why I also, like, really don't understand the male loneliness epidemic. Because, like, it's not hard. You don't have to be, I don't know, I feel like the discourse from men is like, oh, well, you have to be jacked and you have to be a looks maxer. Like, you have to have all these things. And it's like, I don't think so. I don't think you have to be Ryan Gosling to get a girlfriend. I think you just have to have, like, manners and be polite and nice and, like, emotionally intelligent. And, like, basic human respect for women. You really don't have to be that cute. As a guy, you do not have to be that cute to get a cute girlfriend. That's the key here. There's a discrepancy. In order to be a girl with a cute boyfriend, you have to be really cute. You have to be really, really cute. In order to be a guy with a cute girlfriend, you really don't have to be that cute.
She is staring directly at the mechanics of sexual economics and somehow drawing the absolute wrong conclusion about why the system is set up this way. She's complaining about the exact dynamic we just discussed, the fact that men and women trade in totally different currencies, but she's framing it as an unfair perk for men rather than a reflection of the crushing burden they carry. First, let's look at her shock that women will marry a chopped guy with a receding hairline because he has a great heart. What she is completely ignoring is the invisible price tag attached to that man. An average-looking or ugly man who secures an attractive woman isn't pulling off a magic trick with just a good personality. He is compensating for his lack of physical aesthetics with cumulative value. He has resources, ambition, stability, or status. The attractive woman isn't doing charity work. She is trading her youth and beauty for his competence and protection. Secondly, she has no concept of the invisible mass of men who do have manners, are polite, but are completely invisible to women because they haven't achieved the financial or social status required to make up for their lack of model looks.
She's an idiot.
Real men of genius.